Sorry about that. If this works now. Yep, it's working now. So do you want me to continue from where we left off, or just start from the very beginning? Um, I should probably not do that because it causes the interlacing to break once you start. Well, I haven't progressed since we last streamed. So we I guess I'll start from the very beginning then, just in case you. I guess I don't remember. I don't remember if you were here for the beginning for the opening of this game. Well, let me know if you can hear the audio fine. The game audio.
Let's do it.
We're reading something out there.
Ghosts in the machine, Control, but I'm checking here. No, nada, nothing. You let your imagination run wild. What the hell? Control, Russo's off my scope, moving in.
Green 2, something is definitely out there.
Nothing. Russo? It can't be.
Green 2, respond. Green 3, are you under attack?
Spot.
Green leader?
Russo.
Green 2?
You're all mine. Can't shake him, he's got lock. Failure, need help. He's all yours, Dragon Leader.
Goodbye.
To unknown contacts, this is an unarmed Confederation medical transport evacuating civilian refugees. We will heave to and prepare to be boarded. You must break off your attack.
The border worlds take no prisoners.
Mayday! This is a transport Amadeus. Destination Mars. Border forces have destroyed our escort. Mayday! Mayday! This is an extreme emergency.
Lighting the flash path.
Confederation transport Amadeus. MOD SB-71 Wait! To be pulling back. To border forces, we appreciate your withdrawal.
Hey, Curtis. Yeah, I'm still working on your thing, by the way.
Well, I'd call that a successful test. Let's go.
Sorry it's taking long. I should be able to finish it before the deadline anyway.
Order! Order, order. The House will come to order. You'll shortly have an opportunity to voice your opinions of the recent horrific occurrences that have taken place near the border worlds. But before we do that, I thought it fit to invite the commander of the Strategic Readiness Agency to address the House, Admiral Tolwyn.
Thank you! Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen of the Great Confederation Assembly, as commander of the SRA, I'm charged with many duties. Foremost of these is the protection of the frontiers of our galaxy. Unfortunately, I stand before you today with very few answers.
What do you mean,
The random acts of violence taking place in the border world still remain a mystery.
It's renegade pirates, I tell you. No, it's worse. The border world's militia is behind it.
Let me remind you that during the long war with the Kilrathi, the border worlds were a loyal ally.
And now they attack us!
Let us not allow lust for revenge to cloud our thinking. We mustn't forget who our friends are.
Alright, let me fix that then.
We must also keep in mind that during the war,
Stay
certain
away
social
to-
and political changes were taking place along the frontier. Now, whether or not these changes relate to the senseless acts of terrorism remains to be seen. But see to it I will. I can promise you that.
Admiral, you are aware that the increase in these incidents has raised the tension between us and the border worlds to a dangerous level. But before this august body commits itself to a grave and irrevocable action, I have asked the Admiral to investigate and report back to us in 2 weeks. Admiral, go with the blessing of this assembly.
Wait for this cutscene to get to like get to like a choice moment. I'll try to fix it from there.
On war or peace. This concludes our live coverage of Admiral Tolwyn's address to the Great Assembly. Barbara.
Thanks, Bob. These next 2 weeks will tell if we have any hope of resolving the tensions that are growing at the very fringes of our society. Good evening. This has been the TCN Nightly News. I'm Barbara Miles.
Yep, it's Majima-san from Yakuza.
What can I get you?
Oh, give me a Hell's Kitchen.
Haven't served one of those since the war ended.
Hey, pal. Spare the price of a drink for no vet?
You were a flyer?
Oh, yeah, I flew off the TCS Liberty.
So let's fix this audio. That means quiet.
Straighten him out.
Okay, quiet.
Help him out. Straighten him out. Help him out.
Is that better? Awesome. Yeah, this is why that's why I was waiting for this, the cutscene to stop here. No sound. That's weird.
Help him out.
Let's, well, I guess let's quit this game then. And task. Let's play some music. Let's play some music. Let's save that. So Meteor's playing on the Can we play the whole cutscene from the beginning of sound? And then so you can hear sound from the from 86 box. Alright. Yeah. Well, so if you can hear the music, then the game should run. Game audio should be fine. That's But just for good measure, I forgot to turn on subtitles anyway. Start a new game again. Technical issues. Can you hear the audio this time? Cool, for doing that. Made by the same guy who's working on Star Citizen and starring Goro Majima Majima Goro in Wing Commander 4.
Let's do it.
Green Leader, we're reading something out there. Sector 9.
Ghosts in the machine control, but I'm checking here. No, Nada. Nothing. You let your imagination run wild. What the hell? Control, Russo's off my scope. Moving in.
Green 2, something is definitely out there.
Nothing. Russo? It can't be.
Green 2, respond. Green 3, are you under attack?
Sparks!
Green leader?
Russo!
Green 2?
You're all mine. Can't shake him, he's got lock. Failure, need help.
All yours, Dragon Leader.
Goodbye.
To unknown contacts, this is an unarmed Confederation medical transport evacuating civilian refugees. We will heave to and prepare to be boarded. You must break off your attack.
The border worlds take no prisoners.
Mayday! This is a transport Amadeus. Destination Megalon. Border forces have destroyed our escort. Mayday! Mayday! This is an extreme emergency.
Lighting the flash path.
Mayday! Confederation transport Amadeus. MOD SB-71 issuing a Mayday! Wait! They seem to be pulling back. To border forces, we appreciate your withdrawal.
Well, I'd call that a successful test. Let's go.
I mean, they just shot him. They just committed a war crime. You don't shoot medics in war. Actually, you don't shoot medics ever.
Order! Order, order. The House will come to order. You'll shortly have an opportunity to voice your opinions of the recent horrific occurrences that have taken place near the border worlds. But before we do that, I thought it fit to invite the commander of the Strategic Readiness Agency to address the House, Admiral Tolwyn.
Thank you! Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen of the Great Confederation Assembly, as commander of the SRA, I'm charged with many duties. Foremost of these is the protection of the frontiers of our galaxy. Unfortunately, I stand before you today with very few answers.
What do you mean,
The random acts of violence taking place in the border world still remain a mystery.
renegade pirates, I tell you.
No, it's worse. The border world's militia is behind it.
Let me remind you that during the long war with the Kilrathi, the border worlds were a loyal ally.
And now they attack us!
Let us not allow lust for revenge to cloud our thinking. We mustn't forget who our friends are. However, we must also keep in mind that during the war, certain social and political changes were taking place along the frontier. Now, whether or not these changes relate to the senseless acts of terrorism remains to be seen. But see to it I will. I can promise you that.
Admiral, you are aware that the increase in these incidents has raised the tension between us and the border worlds to a dangerous level. But before this august body commits itself to a grave and irrevocable action, I have asked the Admiral to investigate Report back to us in 2 weeks. Admiral, go with the blessing of this assembly and of every peace-loving person in the galaxy. Go with God. Thank you, sir. In 2 weeks, we shall vote on war or peace.
This concludes our live coverage of Admiral Pullman's address to the Great Assembly. Barbara.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh, yes.
Will tell if we have any hope of
Oh,
resolving
boy,
the tensions
Majima.
that are growing at the very fringes of our society. Good evening. This has been the TCN Nightly News. I'm Barbara Miles.
What can I get you?
Oh, give me a Hell's Kitchen.
Haven't served one of those since the war ended.
Hey, pal. Spare the price of a drink for no vet?
You were a flyer?
Oh, yeah, I flew off the TCS Liberty.
Well, before I continue, I just want to mention this is the very first Wing Commander game I ever played. And I played it with no knowledge of the previous games at all. It just came bundled on a DVD drive that my parents got for their PC at the time. And I was like, oh, I want to play this, and I just played it with zero knowledge of what it was actually about. So we're playing. So these cutscenes are interactive.
Straighten him out.
So we can tell this guy to fuck off, or we can help him.
Help him out. Straighten him out. Help him out. Straighten him out.
It was funny to tell him to F off, but actually that has consequences. So let's just help him out.
Oh. Do me a favor. Why don't you get out of here and get yourself a meal instead? Hey, thanks, pal. I'll do that.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Things just ain't the same since the war ended. You got a lot of guys coming home and just not enough jobs to go around.
Yeah, well, we all make our own way.
You a vet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, I've seen your picture before. Hold on. You.
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, wait, honey, what,
No,
honey,
I'm
what?
not waiting. Don't call me honey. Your space kids are all the same.
I guess women out here on the edge of nowhere can't appreciate a civilized man.
Sure they do. When they meet one.
Good to see you too, Colonel. Or should I say Farmer Blair. Glad you could fit me into your busy schedule.
It's a peaceful life.
I've always said you're either an earthworm or an eagle.
So what, you must have been flying since the last time
Since
I
you
saw
got lucky on that bombing run on Kilra? Yeah, of course I'm still flying. What else is there? Beats tromping around in fertilizer.
You know, Maniac, maybe tromping around in fertilizer is what I want to do. Maybe after putting my life on the line, day after day for all those years, hearing the crunch my feet make on real dirt is what I want.
Well, it sounds like you memorized that speech. Good for you.
As I ask. Nothing more.
Anybody gonna stop this?
Not my problem. Maybe you should go over and tell him who's boss, Colonel War Hero.
Great. There's no
This pisses me in my business.
there's no difference which one I
This
pick.
pisses
But
me off. In my business. This pisses me off.
let's just be cool.
This is the way you treat all your friends?
You just remember you're not my friend.
Oh, that's obvious.
You're lucky I don't kill you right now.
Let him go.
I don't see where this is your concern, mister.
I'm prepared to make it my concern.
You're gonna wish you never met me.
I already do.
Personally, I can't wait until we meet again.
I hope we don't see that guy again.
Oh, you see, is he gone? Come on! Come on, pal!
So what was the important matter you wanted to discuss?
Colonel Christopher Blair, Confederation Space Force Reserves. It's my duty to inform you, you are being recalled to active military service.
Haven't you heard, Maniac? The war is over.
They sent me here to get you.
Who sent you?
Who said that? How should I know? Somebody high up. They don't tell majors everything, you know. And you'd think with all the years I put in of service, well, I'll never understand Confed command decisions anyway. I mean, why they put an aging earthworm back in the cockpit, why I'm not a colonel, you know, just because a guy gets lucky on one mission, happens to vanquish an enemy we've been fighting for eons.
When do we leave?
Leave? Oh, I arranged for a couple fighters. They're waiting in the port.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Think you can remember how to get this baby off the ground? Huh? Oh, nice liftoff. For a dinosaur. Been a few eons since you held a flight stick, huh, Colonel? Or did you find some sand princess to hold it for you back there? You don't have to answer that.
Maniac.
Oh, yeah, I know. But you can't say you haven't missed my sparkling repartee just a little.
Yeah, the choices you make in cutscenes have consequences later. Also, this isn't. Even though most of that was FFV, this is actually a space sim.
We're scheduled to hop a shuttle at the Orlando depot to make the jump to Seoul. Just to make it interesting, I got a surprise for you, Colonel. I know you've always wanted to take a shot at me, so here's your chance. Our gun's power generators have been temporarily altered to fire non-lethal blasts. Your HUD will show virtual damage on both ships. First one with 100% damage is the loser, so we can finally see who's better with a flight stick. What do you say?
You're on, pal.
So while I'm chasing him, I can just talk about the game. I don't know. So, it's a space sim. If you played Ace Combat, so you're already familiar with what like a lot of the like obvious stuff is, like a radar that you can target stuff. In space sims like X-Wing and TIE Fighter, you can manage power. There's no reason to right now. Also, I can taunt him. That's unique to this game.
Must die.
You're wondering what's taunting useful for? It can make enemies aggro you.
Must die.
You can provoke enemies into aggroing you if you need to defend something.
Just like that run on Kilra. See you at the Orlando depot. Holy shit! Switching to battle mode. I just hope the auto reconfig is fast enough.
Now we're in actual combat. Where is that? Also, the game is actually kind of hard, even on a normal difficulty setting.
Ooh, nice work, old timer. Let's head to Orlando. We got a shuttle to catch.
You see those guys Died in one hit from a missile. I can also die in one hit from a missile. What's that? Oh no! Station.
What you see before you, Colonel Blair, is just one of what will be many victories for the border worlds.
Son of a bitch! 3,000 people aboard that crate, and he just... Oh, and if that wasn't enough, we're in the middle of nowhere flying on fumes. Wait. Nav computers picked up Blue Point Station. Oh, I'm not sure we can make it, but we got no choice. Listen, downloading nav data to you. Nothing personal, Colonel, but so far I haven't much enjoyed this reunion.
I cannot believe John Borderworlds did that. Oh well, anyway. Let's go to Blue Point Station.
Need clearance.
Welcome to Blue Point, gentlemen. You have clearance.
Oh, I forgot to mention autopilot basically skips time, navigates from one point to another, or lets you automatically land or take off. That flickering is not normal. Don't mind it. That's probably just emulation.
Who was that guy? How did he know your name?
I wish I knew. I'd love to get my hands on him, whoever he is.
Did you see the movie pulled back there? You called me a hot dog, right?
Well, that wasn't hot doggy, maniac. That was the move of a true master. Is that the Victory?
Can you believe it? It's an orbital museum now. Relic of the war. Like some farmers I know. Probably got a plaque right over your bunk.
Oh wait, these sets are actual physical sets. There might be some CG involved, but it's mostly physical sets.
Magnificent, aren't they? I bet you wish you had one of those during the war. Would have put the fear of God into the Kilrathi.
Well, carriers don't fly themselves, Admiral.
Quite right, Colonel. It is the men, isn't it? Well, it looks like the pastoral life agrees with you. I'm envious. Yeah, if I was a little more confident in the Confederation's security, I'd walk away in an instant. Well, reports are that you ran into some trouble on your way here.
Yes, sir.
Law and order. Concepts that seem to be crumbling throughout the Confederation.
These are transitional times, Admiral.
Yes, but in the Kilrathi, we had a common enemy. It was humanity's finest hour. Now we cast about uncertain. Well, You've seen it for yourself. The wanton destruction. That's why Confed needs your services. Your experience again.
You know where my loyalties have always been, sir.
Something we count on, Colonel. For the past months now, there's been an undeclared war waged against us. Acts of terrorism, piracy, sabotage. Is it symptomatic of these transitional times, or is there something else at work here?
Do you see a strategy or design behind it?
Every time I connect the dots, I'm always guided back to our longtime allies in the border worlds.
And you think they've undertaken some kind of guerrilla war?
Well, their relationship with Confed has always been uneasy. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Which is where I come in.
Well, we have a long history together. One that, I dare say, has been a bit rocky in the past.
We have had our differences, sir.
Yeah. But there's no denying our achievements. Which is why I have personally reinstated you to active duty. Not only will you be my eyes and ears, but your very presence in the border worlds will send a potent message to all the galaxy.
I am no politician, sir.
Actions speak louder than words, Colonel. I'm not sending you there merely as a symbol. I'm putting you back in the cockpit, where you'll be reunited with an old friend. The thrill of battle.
Maniac. My call sign. It's how I live. It's how I fly. Because that's the name. Come on, Ryan. Because that's the name of the tune, right?
Hey, Maniacs.
Blair.
Oh my God.
Colonel Blair,
Blair,
very nice meeting you.
Well, thank you.
Let me take your bag.
Well, thank you very
Colonel
much.
Blair, sir. It's an honor, sir.
Nice to meet you.
All hail the mighty heart of the tiger. You know, you're not the only war hero in Confed. I've taken out more cats than most ships' entire attachments. Do I get the red carpet treatment? No. No, I carry my own duffel bag. I don't go schmoozing with the Admiral. Admiral Towin, Towin, Towin. Has he said anything about me?
You haven't heard? He couldn't stop talking about you, Maniac.
What?
Well, it's classified. I mean, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I got clearance. I got clearance. I'll tell you about it later.
Wait a minute!
The guy who shook Blair's hand, I think it's the same actor who plays Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers. I think his name is Casper Van Dien or something. I forget how to pronounce his last name. Yeah, Rico from Starship Troopers. So before we continue, I never showed this off last stream. Oh, our character is Christopher Blair, and canonically his call sign is Maverick, but we can just enter whatever the hell we want. And I just entered like the name that my OC always uses, the call sign my OC always uses. So there's different settings. I have 2 kills. This is a kill board. I have 2 kills. Maniac's at the top. But it's like if you worry about competing for kills, you're eventually gonna, by the end of the game, you're gonna have more kills than everyone in everybody on this list anyway. Yeah, control parameters is game options. These 2 is only matters once we start doing missions. And this is the duty roster is where you can load and save games. And yeah, ignore it. I just saved it like basically at the beginning of every mission, so. Let's talk to this guy, Jason Bernard.
Colonel, you remember our bet?
I was hoping you'd forget, Captain.
I told you you weren't through with flying. You kept telling me you were done.
I'll never say never, I guess. I gotta tell you, this ship really puts the victory to shame. Looks like Confed's been taking good care of you.
Yes, they've been taking care of me. It's a different task now, but that means I still need good pilots.
Captain Eisen, please report to the bridge.
We're getting ready to jump to the Hellespont system. Take care of a little trouble. You take a good look around, you'll find it a lot different than your last tour of duty.
Deck hockey has been canceled today due to anti-gravity anomalies.
They're all familiar with each other because they're recurring characters from past Wing Commander games. Blair and Maniac have been around since the very first game, and Captain Eisen is Captain Eisen was from Wing Commander 3. Let's go to the officers' lounge. Yeah, we've been playing as Blair since the very first game, where he was a second lieutenant, and now he's a colonel. In the very first game, you actually have to progress in rank normally by completing missions and doing all basically performing well, but Wing Commander 2 onwards, he's always fixed at captain or colonel. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Look what the solar winds blew in. Welcome aboard, Colonel. One card draw for the next drink. Better luck next time.
So, you still living up to that call sign of yours?
Man can do okay, as long as he doesn't stay in one place too long. Of course, I had to get greedy. I stayed in the active reserve. All those monthly credits seem like free money.
Yeah.
Who would have figured they'd actually reinstate me? I got played for a sucker. I ought to know better, right?
Well, I've never seen you lose a hand when it counted, Vagabond. Speaking of which, I think I owe you a drink.
Well, one thing I like about this game is that, even from the very beginning, it's reintroducing you to the characters. You already get to know them. You know they're actual people, and not just like faces on a screen. Let's go to Eisen's cabin. Nobody home. I actually don't know why they let you do this. It's sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not. I also don't know why they recorded this. But after the first couple of times, you can just skip it. I guess it helps to make the ship feel bigger than it actually is. Now we can do a mission.
Where I am or what I'm doing, I want you to interrupt me. Let me know about that supply depot. Colonel, shall we cut to the chase?
Wouldn't have it any other way, sir.
Good. You know, some of these newbies rattle on about what if this happened, what if that happened. This is the brain case, I tell them. Make good use of it. Now, we're here in the Hellespont because pirates have been disrupting the trade routes in and out of the system. As yet, we don't know what their motivations are. Some of their attacks appear to be the usual attempts to confiscate supplies and weapons, yet others are simply senseless, violent acts of terrorism. Now, I want you and a wingman to escort this supply transport to the jump point, ensuring its safe passage out of the system. Then, fly to this nav point where communications array is under construction. Now, upon your arrival, you'll relieve the patrols currently providing security in the area. Understood?
Yes, sir. Well, Captain, it's great to be flying for you again.
Well, the feeling's mutual.
Well, we can just go right away to our ship. But first, let's set up for the mission. So now these are available. These tabs are available. We can select whatever ship we want. This is a bomber. We'll just use the Hellcat, which is just a regular fighter. Our selection is, because it's peacetime, our selection of ships is not great. And selection of missiles, ships and missiles is not great. You have different missiles, but there's no reason to use anything other than the Spiculum IR or in-rank missiles. Because the other ones have longer lock time or they don't do a lot of damage. We can choose our wingman. So there are a lot of I think these are Origin developers. Actually, you never see these people in cutscenes, but you see. So the only wingmen we have here that are actual story-informed characters are Maniac and Vagabond. And I've heard that anybody who's not important to the story can die, but if it's Maniac or Vagabond, they'll just eject if they take too much damage. And we have Maniac last mission, so let's take Vagabond for this one. Yeah, plot armor. Also, I thought before I go, I should mention that the pilots have different skill settings, and some of them are also unpredictable. Like Maniac has really high stats, but he's kind of a pussy actually, and also he never listens to orders ever. So yeah, low courage. Okay, so let's go Vagabond, and let's take off. Well, our mission is to just escort a ship to the jump point, which sounds easy.
We need assistance, Colonel. We got them incoming.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
I think we should be fine.
See you in hell! Nailed that one.
Yeah, do I think you mentioned that women are actually competent? They can steal your kills very easily.
Link established. Entering escort pattern. We got some incoming.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
Well, it's a good thing that they're actually competent, because sometimes the missions can get kind of tough. And so, Brooklyn's here, so we just have to sit and wait. Well, the two common ways I die in this game is either getting hit by a missile or flying into something. As the AI is not good at not flying into you. That usually hurts.
Appreciate your effort.
I'll keep it close to it. We still have to relieve another patrol.
I could use assistance. We got some incoming.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
Colonel, do not fire on the remaining craft. I repeat, do not fire. Give them about 12 breathing space, then tail them. Get a lock on their operations base. When you find their home position, return to the Lexington.
We got some incoming.
Mission complete. Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint.
We found our base, but we try to attack them right now, they will escape. So it's better to just leave.
Need clearance.
Congratulations, Colonel. You have clearance to land.
That's pretty clean. This can, depending on how much damage I take, this ship can look really bad, and sometimes it gets really hilarious how much gets trashed. Oh, someone new here. Let's talk to him. His name is Cat Scratch.
Can I direct you somewhere, Lieutenant?
Just shipped in, sir. Second Lieutenant Troy Carter. Call sign, Cat Scratch.
Now, you didn't just graduate from the academy, did you?
First in my class, sir.
Ah.
I just wish there was still some Kilrathi around.
I think you're a little late on that score.
Hey, Colonel Blair, gotta ask you a question.
God, you're him.
Afraid so.
I can't believe my luck. Getting assigned to the same ship you're on? Oh man, wait until they hear about this back home.
Jesus, kid lays it on thick, huh? Talk to you later, Colonel.
Is that true, Cat Scratch? Are you doing a number on me?
Oh no, sir. I've been dreaming of a chance like this. The stuff I could learn from you, sir. The stories you must have.
Yeah, the rookie hotshot. We were all rookies once.
What's this kid want from me? I like this kid. What's this kid want from me? I like this kid.
Most of the time, being a jackass to people who lowers their morale and makes them less willing to listen to your orders.
I like this kid.
So, it's usually better to just be nice to them.
Oh, I've got stories, all right. But the only place you learn anything is out there, in the cockpit.
Colonel, sir, it would be the honor of my life to fly on your wing.
We'll see, Cat Scratch. We'll see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Oh yeah, there's also a map. So you don't have to go for... Like, if you press M key, there's a map, so you can just instantly go to some of the different areas, quick travel to some different areas without having to play point and click. But the only thing we can do right now is just go to the briefing.
Nay, Smith West, Colonel Blair. Ah, Colonel, time to earn your pay.
Yes, sir.
It's still not known whether these pirates are independent operators or somehow connected to the Border World's militia. Nevertheless, we're here to put them out of business. Now, thanks to your excellent recon work, we do know the pirates base out of this frigate on the edge of the Hellespont asteroid belt. The job is simple. You and your wingman get in a pair of bombers, fly in there, and take them out. Now, I'll assign 2 other fighters to provide your cover. Go to it.
Right away, sir.
This is a bombing mission. We're locked to the longbow for this one. So now Cat Scratch is in our roster. Also, something happened to Hippie. He's been detained in the infirmary. I just want to do a few more here. Yeah, their stats set will also say if they're sick or injured. So, let's go Cat Scratch then. Because most capital ships can only be destroyed with torpedoes, but actually, that's a lie. If you just bring your guns enough and long enough, they'll eventually just explode. That's a big lie. Also, the flight's a little different. We're flying a bomber.
Enemy spotted, sir. Break formation and open fire. I'm going for it, Colonel. You in hell!
It didn't last very long. Well, normally Cat Scratch is actually one of the best wingmen in the game, so when that happened, if that happens, it's probably because he flew into the other guy. But we'll be fine. You just need one torpedo. Also need to watch it for those guns.
The Confederation lost its greatest hero today. The Karathi once called him the Heart of the Tiger. Upon hearing the news of the Colonel's death, Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn said, "He was a man I always had faith in. He was a man who defined honor and dedication. He was a man who will be deeply missed."
The DOS. I just want to show that death scene at least once. Also, since I died, I should also mention you can fail missions, and the start of the game will still continue. But you can't fail certain missions, otherwise it's game over. This is not one of them. As far as I know, this is not one of them.
Enemy spotted, sir. Break formation and open fire. I'm going for it, Colonel.
Let's try this again and do better than last time.
Chop it up for me, Colonel.
Well, I thought missiles might seem better than MX because you don't need a lot, you just fire them and forget, but they do the least amount of damage, just to draw back.
Lots of bogeys here, sir.
Our job is to shoot down the great.
Attack my target right away, sir.
The Confederate...
Well, I forgot to mention that you die in one missile hit. Well, this game's actually kind of hard. But it's fine, I've beaten this game a million times already.
Enemy spotted, sir. Break formation and open fire. I'm going for it, Colonel.
Well, probably different strategies that deal with this.
Chop it up for me, Colonel.
He's not my kill. Oh, he didn't. Oh, wow. Wait.
Lots of bogeys here, sir. Break formation and open fire. I'm going for it, Colonel.
Yes, let's deal with the escorts.
Chop it
But
up for me, Colonel.
other escorts are supposed to be doing that, but I guess they're not good enough. They're not good enough at it.
Chop it up for me, Colonel.
Died again. He was an ace. He just spam a lot of missiles, which makes them kind of annoying.
Mission complete.
Oh, I really want to fuel because of that. Let them deal with that. So, I forgot to mention that you can also look to, you have different views. So you're not always just looking in front. You also have a camera.
Need clearance.
You've done well, Colonel, but I've got more work for you. Confed intel has reports of a seemingly aggressive Border Worlds probe invading Hellespont airspace. Now, we don't know where this wing of fighters is, but the Lexington has just picked up an SOS from a civilian transport carrying terraforming colonists and their families. Now, I'm sending a contingent from here, but I want you to check it out, too. Naismith's updated your nav map.
Let's check it out.
Colonel, this is Alpha Shuttle from the Lexington. We are clear here. No sign of the Border Worlds probe, so we don't know if they were involved. This transport was full of civilian colonists.
Was being the operative word.
We've been scanning the wreckage. It appears that a new kind of weapon was used here. Something superheated the artificial atmosphere within the transport to the point where it flash ignited, turning the interior into an inferno. It was over in a matter of seconds.
Why would anyone do this to a bunch of civics?
We've done all there is to do here. See you back at the Lexington.
Need clearance.
You have clearance, Colonel.
That was like the same weapon that was used in the opening. You can do this automatic. It probably have saved time to do this automatically. It will not be clean, even if I burned out all of my fuel. You think if you manage to burn out all to run out of fuel, you actually just start floating in space. and then you have to be, and then you get a cutscene where you're eventually picked up by your carrier. They're talking about something.
That's where you're wrong, old buddy.
Oh, I'm not wrong. Border world radicals. That's who's causing all this trouble.
Listen to it. Maniac, the political scientist.
You asked the colonel. We saw the same thing. It was a border worlder who dusted that Orlando depot.
Yeah. But has it ever occurred to you, Maniac, that the Border World's militia probably doesn't have the technology to do what we just saw out there?
We don't know what they've been up to since the big war. It sure ain't pirates out there carrying that kind of firepower.
All I know is that the Border Worlds have always been Confed's stepchild. But they fought the Kilrathi too. But what do they get for it? Anytime Confed needs a dumping ground for anything from toxins to prisoners, the Border World's the place. They treat it more like a colony than a partner. And if they are behind this, maybe they've gotten that desperate for their freedom.
Oh, it's skipping the thing and just sending us straight to the next area. I guess the novelty wore off after the first few missions.
Colonel. I wish I had a little more faith in the data I'm getting from Confed Intel. We've just entered bordered world territory, the tier system. Important hostage has been taken, all because of the current tissue. Now, that means a ground extraction. But we have to find the hostage first, and determine the best method of removal, which is where you come in. Now, Intel says the target is in this base complex on Tier 7, but we need as much recon as we can get. Now, all our fighters are equipped with a new laser recon device, fires like a gun, take pictures like a camera. Get as close as you can, and record as much info as possible. Now, be sure to consult your mission notes and your nav map. They'll have a few more technical details.
Any resistance expected?
My guess is they aren't going to appreciate snoops with cameras down there. Try to make it a clean operation. We're more interested in recon than kills. All set, Colonel?
You bet, Captain.
So for this mission, we don't have a choice in what ship or wingman we can use. We are going by ourselves in a Hellcat. Yeah, we are going down to the planet surface. Look at those cracks in the windshield. On the canopy. What happens if you keep taking damage from the front? All sorts. It warps the screen a little. If it gets really bad, the gun sight also gets deformed, and it becomes really hard to aim the guns. So we're on the planet. There's no complex flight model. This is just one big object. And step down. I guess it's programming limitations because they did have a flight model in Strike Commander. The Vindicator Ace. So, another thing I've seen in the atmosphere, sometimes the AI is able to do cobras in pockets, but you can't. It's really scary when they do, because sometimes you just blind to them and then you die. That happened to me the last time I streamed this. Or for a different audience. So I gotta use camera and take pictures.
Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint.
I always need to try it out first, because anything that shoots missiles, that even scary.
Any last request?
Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint.
Also, anything with turrets is usually scary, but the Vindicator's turret is really weak. It's just a single laser cannon.
Mission complete.
I wonder where my recording comes from. Let's short circuit. I'm not practically any damage.
Need clearance.
Well done, Colonel. You're clear to land.
That's a lot cleaner than the last couple of times I streamed this. The last time I streamed this, it took me a couple of tries. No one in the lounge. Let's go visit Ison's cabin again.
Recon data?
No, nothing so interesting. Just a trans to my grandchildren. New school year. They're all excited. Did you want to see me about something, Colonel?
Oh, yes, sir. The assignment we're undertaking.
Yes, we're just about ready to make the extraction. It won't be easy. We'll discuss it at the briefing. Right now, I'm due to check in at the bridge. I'll see you in the briefing room.
Well, that was interesting.
Colonel, Confed has deemed this an especially critical mission.
Any particular reason?
Let's get down to business, shall we, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
Enemy reinforcements are headed this way, so we have to move fast. A trooper transport has just joined up with us. They'll be moving in right behind you, carrying the ground personnel who will nab the hostage. Thanks to your recon, we know just where we're going and what we're up against. The hostage is located in this structure. Now, you'll need to cover the trooper transport's descent to that location, then make sure it gets back here in one piece. Is that clear, Colonel?
Consider it done.
So if we failed that last mission, this mission's a lot harder, and we can't fail this one. This one will actually, this one is critical. We can actually we can change our weapons, but we can't change our wingmen. So, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be Maniac.
Ooh, look what I see.
Break formation and open fire.
Gonna give him some maniac magic.
But they're both aces.
Shot up another for the maniac.
Oh, reset some gun settings every time we go into the plant and back.
Ooh, look what I see.
Break formation and open fire.
Gonna give him some maniac magic.
That's right, there's a turret. They fixed it.
Chalk up another for the maniac.
Yeah, I was doing a Cobra when he died. Yeah, about 3 missiles left. We'll eventually get access to better ships to have more missiles and better guns. But for now, we are stuck with the Hellcat and the longbow.
This is Troop Trans 535. We have collected the package. Get us out of here, Colonel.
Mission complete.
Yeah, they do. It's probably also because they decommissioned a lot of the good stuff after the War of the Space Cats.
Ooh, look what I see.
Break formation and open fire.
Gonna give him some maniac magic.
Two more aces.
Chalk up another for the maniac. Chalk up another for the maniac.
Well, it's actually kind of annoying when he just keeps firing very persistent missiles.
Need clearance.
Extraction successful, Colonel. We're on our way out of the system. You have clearance.
What's up? Company's come in.
Captain Hugh Paulson attached to the 3rd Fleet with orders from Regional Command.
Welcome aboard, Captain. They must be important orders indeed for you to personally carry them so far.
All Confederation orders are important, Captain. Lexington is to head immediately to the Massa system where we will rendezvous with the 3rd Fleet.
I'll inform my helm. You will be filling me in on Confed's orders.
Oh, we have much to discuss. In private, Captain?
Perhaps we'd better adjourn to my cabin.
is happening. Yeah, don't forget to mention this game came on 6 CDs. Not to switch it. Also, it might be the next cutscene might be interlaced because of this. So it either came on a double-sided DVD or it came on 6 CDs. So every couple of missions, every like 5 or 6 missions is you have to like switch the CD. Or if you play the DVD version. Yeah. There is a way around this, and that's copying all of the movies to the hard drive, which I can do, but I don't want this virtual machine to take so much space on my PC.
Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room. Message from Confed HQ.
There's also a bug where if I save my game right now, then this does not play and the mission briefing plays instead. So let's see to communicate. Oh, the cutscene's fine.
Do you communicate?
Greetings, Colonel. Well, I imagine it feels good to be protecting Confed's interests from the inside of a cockpit again. No doubt you've renewed some other old friendships as well. Camaraderie in the field, something I'd trade my rank for. It's often a nest of vipers I must contend with here. Especially now without the Kilrathi to unite our disparate interests. Which brings me to the subject at hand. What's your appraisal of the situation on the frontier? Are we headed for an outright war? I look forward to your report. Thank you.
Record response.
Yes. Admiral Tallwin, the situation here remains quite fluid. We find ourselves battling pirates, border world ships, even unmarked craft. It's difficult to discern any pattern. I'm afraid that's all I have for now. But I would like to ask about a Captain Hugh Paulson from 3rd Fleet. He's come aboard with orders from Regional Command.
Transmission recorded and sent.
There's still some cutscenes. So actually, now that this is here, the red dots are important cutscenes that you need to do to progress the story, and blue dots are optional. But we might as well do the blue dots, because they help give us some more insight into the story.
Hey, I just caught a peek at that bioconvergence chemist we sprung from Tier 7.
What?
Bioconvergence. Try downloading a science update once in a while.
Well, since when are you Mr. Wizard?
Hey, I don't just rest on my laurels like some people I know. Anyway, now I know why they were turning the border worlds upside down looking for this egghead. We are talking. Fine.
Thought you weren't interested in any woman with an IQ higher than a wingnut.
Oh, au contraire, mon frère. Huh? Didn't think I knew that stuff, right? Hey, Maniac does what he has to do. Okay? Tonight, I'm boning up on my periodic table of elements. If you know what I mean.
So what, you figure her recent trauma makes her that desperate, huh?
It's not unheard of to show a little appreciation to your liberator.
This guy's good, Colonel.
The best.
You never show any mercy, do you?
You don't seek only to instruct. The youth seeks wisdom and experience.
So what do you think about the new brass that just came aboard?
Now, Paulson, too many cooks in the kitchen. Always trouble.
New brass. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. Things get a little top-heavy when there's too many higher-ups around.
He's got a point, you know.
It's fine for me to play the cutscene, but why would I want to? Maybe to show off the other option, but let's just do the mission briefing and stuff.
Will we be joined by the captain, sir?
Captain Eisen has been assigned other duties, Colonel. Orders from Confed.
But he's still in command of the ship.
His new obligations will not allow him to continue his previous functions. I now command this vessel. Any problems with that?
Has the captain been in any way derelict?
I'm not at liberty to discuss personnel decisions, Colonel. Time grows short. We have a mission ahead of us. The Border Worlds militia has brazenly hijacked a key military space lab in this system. You'll go in first to soften up the surrounding defenses. Marine transport from our fleet will then move in and take control of the lab. Cover that transport until you receive an all-clear. It is absolutely vital that we wrest that lab back from these marauders. We can accept nothing less than total success. I'm confident you will not let the Confederation down, Colonel. Dismissed.
It's really not suspicious at all that Eisen's been shafted. With no explanation. So anyway... we got some new guys on our team. But again, why would you use them when you have Cat Scratch, Maniac, and Vagabond? Let's use Vagabond for this one. No need to change our loadout much. Let's see how we're faring on the we're already at 3rd place from the very bottom. Cat Scratch has no kills. Wait, how does he have no kills? I'm pretty sure he scored a few. Whatever. But yeah, it has to copy music. If you play the GOG version of this, by the way, all the content is already on the main install folder, so you don't have to worry about changing CDs or having to install new music every time.
We got lots of company, partner.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
Avengers are really scary.
Nailed that one.
The Confederation lost its greatest hero today.
We run to an Avenger, it's instant death.
lots of company, partner.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
I'm gonna take on the base first.
Nailed that one. Haven't lost your touch, Colonel. You guys ready to meet your maker?
So you're gonna take any dash from that? Oh. I should not have skipped that. All the cutscenes have their own lip syncing. Like they record individual communications cutscenes every time. Except for the Pirates of Helmets, obviously. Because it's easy to mask that. Wait a second, it's a Confed logo.
Just say go, good buddy.
Break formation and open fire.
Time to earn my pay.
We're already in the NASA system.
Nailed that one.
We're about 3 hours. Wait, you haven't played this game before? Or do you mean you have yet to stream it? Because I recall you said you played it before. The Wing Commander game. All the Wing Commander games.
This tin can's all ours, Colonel. We'll take it from here.
Mission complete.
Well, there's a little rough waves of adventures coming on our list.
Need clearance.
Captain Paulson passes on his congratulations. You have clearance.
Yeah, first thing to do when you hit on a lady, smell your own armpit.
How would you like to
NRA regarding the escalating tensions between the frontier worlds and the Confederation. The Union of Border Worlds, as they now call themselves, indicate they remain at peace with the Confederation, but the Confed bylaws and constitution no longer govern them. In response, the Great Assembly has decreed that Border World vessels can no longer operate within Confed territory unless under military escort. We go now live to Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn at Confed HQ. Admiral.
Hello, Barbara. Good evening, everyone. For weeks now, we've been experiencing an increasing harassment of legitimate Confed space operations. I'm afraid innocent people are being murdered, and chaos is the result. Until we bring these perpetrators to justice, I'm afraid we must monitor all traffic flying under a different flag.
Admiral, can the Union of Border Worlds and the Confederation come to terms?
Well, Barbara, what other choice do we have?
Thank you, Admiral.
Thank you.
Next up, the scores for the Galactic Cricket Cup.
Let's talk about it.
Tolwyn's right. Confed has to do whatever it takes to maintain order, otherwise you got everybody going off half-cocked.
The border worlds have been dumped on ever since the war ended. This required chaperoning is just gonna turn up the heat.
They ought to thank their lucky stars that ain't the Kilrathi bossing them around.
A lot of people think it was the border worlds who kept us in the war long enough for the colonel here to lower the boom. Your farm's in the field, real close to the border worlds. You think they should be forced to fly under escort?
Confed's abusing their authority. Confed's abusing their authority. Confed needs to claim. Confed's abusing their authority. Confed's abusing.
I'll just pick what I think. What I think.
It's a big galaxy. People are bound to have different goals. Look, Confed had to maintain control for 40 years. They're having a hard time letting go.
You seen Captain Nyson? Laying low. I don't blame him.
There's some stuff going on in Eisen's cabin. Let's see.
Enter. Ah, Colonel. Good to see you.
Well, guess now you'll have more time to answer your mail. Captain Paulson said something about new orders.
I'm awaiting a transfer. That's the extent of my orders.
Oh, come on, sir. Someone's gonna wake up and rescind this decision.
Confed's a different place today. Running a spaceship is a different job than it used to be. Who knows? Maybe they're doing me a huge favor. Now, I appreciate your concern, Colonel. Tell the crew the old man is looking forward to new challenges.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe Eisen's being shafted? Like this. Let's talk to,
Exemplary work on the space lab, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
Rescuing it and the biochemist will be of tremendous benefit to Confed's plans, but not a business at hand. Predictably, the Border Worlds Union brazenly defies Confed's airspace edict. We approach one such outlaw convoy now. Military ships that have invaded Confed's territory and maneuver with no Confed escort. They have ignored orders to turn back, and have even taken pot shots at Confed's forces. They are a grave threat, and their presence can no longer be tolerated. We shall issue one more warning. If they refuse to cooperate, you are to enforce the interdiction, Colonel, by any means necessary. Dismissed.
Yeah, that's why I set up the 86 box version of it to play the Windows version of the game. But if you're not worried about playing with a joystick, then try the DOS or try getting it set up in the DOS box. So this mission we gotta enforce Confed's edict. So there are two ways we can do this. One is to use the longbow and sink their transports, or we can use the Hellcat and shoot their fighters. So either destroying their escorts or destroying one of their transports will complete the mission. So I'm gonna do something really silly since I can. Yeah, this is the best level of the non-3D accelerated wing commanders. So I'm gonna bring dumbfire missiles. Dumbfires are not as strong as torpedoes, but they do a lot of damage. So if I can get these, then I can just skip this whole mission. Because this mission is actually kind of hard. And these torpedoes take a long time to lock. 12 seconds. Let's make sure. Go to our ship. So I can actually link fire all my dumbfires as well. We're gonna do that. Let's see if this works.
Attention Border Worlds contingent. You are in violation of Confed Edict 4992. This is your final warning. Turn back and leave Confed airspace or heave to for proper escort.
You have illegally apprehended a Border World space lab. We have no intention of heeding orders from thieves.
Break formation and open fire.
I'm going for it, Colonel.
Moving front loader, I did this with the longbow. Oh, he really blew up.
Any last requests?
The Confederation.
That's fair enough.
Attention Border Worlds contingent. You are in violation of Confed Edict 4992. This is your final warning. Turn back and leave Confed airspace or heave to for proper escort.
I'm playing this using 86 box.
Border World space lab. We have no intention of heeding orders from thieves.
I made a virtual machine on Windows 95 that runs Windows 98. The 86 box is a virtual machine. A virtual machine emulator for old PCs like DOS and Windows.
Attention all Confed fighters.
There we go.
Advise surrender and
Speaking
are
of
setting our
the-
course for immediate exit of the Massa system.
Mission complete.
Need clearance.
Captain Paulson's pleased with your performance, Colonel. Congratulations. You have clearance.
Well, actually, the primary reason I set up 86 box was because I wanted to run all the games that use 3D effects. 3D effects voodoo, acceleration. So that was stuff like Mech Warrior 2?
Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room. Message from Confed HQ.
Do you communicate?
Colonel, the situations described as fluid rarely bode well. This lack of any pattern is indeed annoying. However, I have the utmost faith in your judgment, and can only ask that you keep your eyes and ears open at all times. Oh, yes. As to your inquiry regarding Captain Paulson, well, day-to-day personnel movement is not really my domain, but from what I can see in his bio file, he's, well, nothing more than a professional bureaucrat. I wouldn't attach too much importance to his presence anywhere in the galaxy. No. You do better to keep your attention tuned outward to the frontier. Good luck.
Record response?
No.
Yeah, if you can, it takes quite a bit of setup. Yeah, but if you get it working, you can basically play MechWarrior 2 or Heavy Gear 2 as though you were playing on an actual Windows 98 system. And you won't have to, it also makes it easier to stream, because you don't have to worry about those games taking up exclusive full screen and messing with every time you have to alt-tab out back and forth with OBS or something. Yeah, Heavy Gear 2, you can probably get it working on Windows 10 or 11, but it crashes, like, all the time. It's for me, it was more stable to run it in a virtual machine.
Can I ask you something, Colonel?
What's up, partner?
Attacking that convoy? Is this the way wars start?
Let me tell you something, Cat Scratch. Wars are like bombs. The fuse gets lit before you actually hear the bang, and sometimes the fuse can be pretty long.
Did you know I was from the border world, sir?
Figured you were Terran-born, if anything.
Terran educated. But my parents were third-generation border worlders. I guess I'm just having some problems with these missions, sir. On whether they're right.
Kid's got a point.
Yeah. Can't say I like being kept in the dark either. It's hard to make a decision when you don't have all the data. Captain Paulson's not gonna help. Maybe Eisen's holding out on me. You know, I think I'm gonna talk to him again.
Let's talk to Captain Eisen.
Enter I'll be shipping out soon. I just wanted to make sure that no big deal was made of it.
Yes, sir. Lately, some of the men haven't been so sure about the missions they've been flying for Confed.
Oh? Well, during the war with the Karate, it was easy. Loyalty to Confed required little commitment. After all, what was the alternative? Now the war is over, second guessing is easy.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be shooting down my own kind.
Humans will always vie for power, Colonel. The Confederation may be far less than perfect, but remember, it was the driving force behind our victory. It succeeded in uniting humanity in a way that no other institution had.
It's our ultimate duty, isn't it?
Yeah. The difficulty is how best to execute it.
Well,
Colonel, I sincerely wish you a long and happy life. It has been an honor and a pleasure serving with you.
Thank you, sir.
Is this kind of computer?
Hey, Maniac. Hi. Well, same to you, buddy. I said, some of these guys, not exactly friendly.
Nah, forget it. Hey, how about that bioconvergence chemist? Was she friendly or friendly fire?
Well,
Attention. All personnel without level 5 security clearance leave the flight deck immediately. There will be no unauthorized access to the flight deck until further notice.
pretty soon we're gonna need a hall pass just to use the head. Wonder who's coming aboard.
Beats me.
Well, since I'm not feeling very welcome around here, I'm gonna go get myself a libation up at the lounge. Coming?
I need to see what's going on.
I'll stick around.
Paulson doesn't look like he gives guys much slack. I'll be sure to visit you in the brig.
Well, you never know. You know, I might get lucky. They might send another biochemist my way.
Suit yourself.
The menus are cutting a little quieter than usual.
This is certainly unexpected.
Things haven't been progressing as anticipated, Captain.
It's that guy from the bar. A guy who is not a very nice customer.
Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room immediately. This is an emergency.
Well, this following mission will probably be the last one for this stream. But it's probably a good stopping point anyway. Yes, this mission is actually kind of memorable to me.
Gentlemen, we have a critical situation. Captain Eisen has stolen the shuttle and fled to Lexington.
There has to be some explanation.
We have reason to believe he's been feeding information to Border World's intelligence these past weeks. That's why he was relieved of command. But we had hoped to bring him in quietly and simply pull the plug on his indiscretions. My guess is he knew we were on to him.
Is Captain Eisen piloting the shuttle?
Unfortunately, the captain seems to have enlisted the aid of Major Todd Marshall.
Maniac?
Gentlemen, I know this is difficult since you are old comrades, but this is a deadly breach of security. If the current tensions erupt into war, the information Captain Eisen might have could do us serious damage. The Confederation has never needed you more.
Do we have a heading?
Unfortunately, his destination is still undetermined. These are your wingmen. Your ships have been prepped, and ordnance has already been committed. You must bring William Eisen back.
Sir, if Captain Eisen's already taken these steps, I doubt he'll come back willingly.
Use any means necessary, Colonel. Captain Eisen must not be allowed to leave this system. He must not be allowed to rendezvous with Border World forces. Dismissed!
Yeah, I played Prophecy and Secret Ops. I remember not liking Secret Ops, but Prophecy was okay. But not as good as, in my opinion, not as good as 4. I think 3 and 4 are the best ones, in my opinion. So, we gotta stop Captain Eisen. He's, this is... But I wonder, do we want to stop him? He seems like a much nicer guy than Paulson.
I'm not firing on the captain. I'm going with him. You with me?
Something about that luck. Let's go.
Fight the good fight, Heart of the Tiger. I'm with you too, sir.
Girl, you better follow us. Otherwise, you'll miss the boat.
Damn it! Ejecting. Guess Paulson ain't gonna let us just waltz away.
Break and attack.
I'm going for it, Colonel.
Break and attack.
Time to earn my pay.
There's not more than one wing, and unfortunately you have to order them individually. Can you stop firing so many missiles?
Send out a medic. I'm bailing.
Gotta eject, sir.
Gotta eject.
Break and attack.
I'm going for it, Colonel.
Break and attack.
Time to earn my pay.
Target demolished.
You Border Worlder lowlife.
Oh, fuck. I trashed that missile. Oh, wait, that's it?
You don't have any idea what it means to me that you boys came along for this ride. We're landing on the BWS Intrepid. Now, I don't think you'll get clearance going in the other direction. Make it quick, too.
We're dropping out as soon as you land. Thanks.
We just defected. That's still sinking in.
Come on, you two, get this thing out of here! Oh! Get it here, right here! Let's get this thing out of here! Come on!
Boy, they took a lot of hits.
Forget it! Any more use down here in the missile bay! Medic in here! Get the medics here! Get a stretcher!
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Get a stretcher! Get a stretcher! On that detail! All right,
let's go. Excuse me. Captain Eisen from the Lexington?
Got you just in time. Keep that detail right there. We weren't gonna wait on that jump.
It's like you guys ran into some trouble.
We had a surprise visit from a convict frigate and her escorts. This is Colonel Jacob Manley. I'm Colonel Tamara Farnsworth.
I recognize those names as Panther and Hawk. The Astoria system.
That's right. I'm near the famous Heart of the Tiger.
Look, I'd love to stand here and play get to know you, but you stay right there. We got some problems to take care of.
If you can direct us to Captain Dominguez, he's expecting you.
Captain Dominguez was on the bridge during the attack.
He didn't make it. Anybody on the bridge or in the bays didn't survive. 2/3 of the crew.
Captain Dominguez did brief us on your possible defection.
Your deal is with him, though. We gotta talk things over with the crew before you guys get too cozy, understood? We'll finish this later.
Come on, we could use some extra hands.
I fought with Captain Dominguez 40 years ago during the Venice offensive. Now he's dead at the hands of one of his own? What is all of this coming to?
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me. I've turned my back on Confed. Paulson said you were a spy.
A detective, maybe. They were feeding us a lot of bogus information. The last couple of days, I've been checking out mission data, coded transmissions, fleet movements. I've got all the information right here. This could stop a full-blown war.
But you don't know what it means?
Well, some of the pieces are missing, but what I do know is this. This clash between the border world and Confed is being provoked by certain elements within Confed.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I have no idea who they are. All I knew was that my defection could end up being suicidal. I couldn't ask you to put yourself in that position. You had to decide that for yourself when the time came.
I made my choice, sir. I have no regrets.
Well, Colonel, I hope you never do.
Listen, I'm gonna get up top, see if they have them.
Yeah, I'll lend out a hand down here.
Attention! This is a scramble. Looks like...
I remember reading this game had a budget of 1.2 billion. Like, or something along those lines. 1.2 billion. So, I guess that will do it for this stream. Thanks you guys for coming. Will I stream Woman Kind of 4? Probably. But also like a Dragon Guidance coming out, and I've been debating if I should stream that or just play it on my own time. But you know what? I think I'm pretty sure, Lenny, you're also going to be playing it yourself anyway. So, if I'm probably going to stream again tomorrow around the same time, but if not, I'll see you guys next week. Take care, you guys.